Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Well, Indiana Jones' adventure at Disneyland has just been slated for refurbishment starting this November 14th, and it really needs some fixing up.
Several of our viewers have written in the comments about their recent ride-throughs and expressed how disjointed the narrative of the ride has become because of the laundry list of broken elements in need of fixing.
And indeed, some broken effects on the beloved ride have been broken for months. Others have been broken for years now.
In today's video, we run down every broken effect that you're going to find as we access the current state of Indiana Jones' adventure.
Come on in to the Temple of Mara with us.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure at the old pirates, eh?
Make the jump to light speed.
Hi folks, I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. The repairs for the Indiana Jones Adventure Temple of the Forbidden Eye refurbishment needs to start in the queue. The outdoor portion is looking and sounding as good as ever, but major interactive effects, ones that lead Imagineer on the ride Tony Baxter was obviously so proud of, aren't working.
In the room just past the Bat Guano Cave, the interactive pole you would pull on that would cause the room's ceiling to drop has been removed, and for a time before that, the room has not functioned correctly. This effect is a direct tie-in to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and is a big thrill for any Indy fan. Not to mention, it's probably the best interactive queue effect in the park. Let's get that fixed, folks.
One of the oldest broken effects is the random door effect at the beginning of the ride. There are probably few people left who now remember going through any other door than the middle one, but the doors used to rotate, and along with mirrors that are now also gone, it would give you a very convincing effect of going through a random door each time. And it really helped the narrative of the ride, and it helps the opening scene seem more complete.
It gave the rider a sense that behind those three doors were three completely different paths through the temple, three different rides. Without it, the initial Hall of Mara feels more like a transforming place rather than a different temple room.
At least the impressive projection work on the face and the eyes of Mara is still there, but we think she may be crying because of the state that her temple is in.
One of the original effects was an avalanche that would happen right as you first approached the large temple hall. It was rubble falling from the ceiling that was actually ice with an ice machine built into the ride's equipment so it could constantly renew itself. However, water always seems to cause damage in these situations.
This was a really cool effect that was really well timed. The laser-like beam that's still there that shoots out of the huge skull statue's eye hits the ceiling, and right as the beam hits the ceiling, the rubble would fall in reaction to that. While this effect will likely never be repaired, it is a shame, because having both the cause, in this case the laser beam, and the reaction, the rubble falling, work together to create complete believability.
So many moments in this ride rely solely on audio effects at the moment, when those sounds were originally intended to play more of a supporting role.
The bug room effect is still working, but in the world of 120 Hz refreshing and 60 frames per second, the projector in the room needs to be upgraded. It's hard to see the bugs, and when you do, you can see the blocky resolution. Not to mention the headlight brightness is not quite enough to convincingly sell the moment completely.
Around the corner, the collapsed bridge effect is also not working. This hasn't been working for a long time, and the really frustrating part is that bridge repair was the stated reason for the attraction's last extended closure for refurbishment, but it was not fixed.
Originally, the bridge ropes would drop as your vehicle stalled halfway across, and the advanced ride vehicle would shudder to simulate a swinging, failing bridge before you zoomed off into a huge, fierce snake.
A snake that Disney really needs to fix during the upcoming closure, in our opinion. It both sets up much of the tension and danger in the ride and provides an opportunity for that classic line, "Snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes?"
We really can't see what the problem is here. It doesn't seem like a very complicated animatronic. In fact, it too could use an upgrade to being a more advanced one. But it should absolutely work. Getting it fixed should be a huge priority.
While most of the effects in the candle room behind the skull and in the dark hallway seem to be working, we always have to take a moment and poke a little fun at our favorite Indy effect to mock, rat log. These projected rodents never fail to bewilder and befuddle us as we go through them. We've long contended if you didn't know what the intended effect was before you saw it, you wouldn't be able to tell it's supposed to be rats running over a log and dropping into your vehicle.
The long hallway of blacklight posters that blow air at you is still working, and it's good fun, though we would certainly welcome an upgrade to fully 3D carved statues.
The real look at the tablets of the Ten Commandments that will melt your face is the broken finale effect. It is one of the best effects ever created on a dark ride. Genius to have the walls around you move to sell the effect of a giant boulder bearing down on your group.
It's one of the most iconic moments from the Indiana Jones films made real at Disneyland, and currently the walls are not moving and the boulder isn't spinning. And it hasn't been for months now. The current solution is to not light the boulder and to add in some strobe lighting. One day, Disney will learn that strobe light can't make a stuck Yeti move.
As you turn the corner for the denouement of the ride, where you see Indy standing in front of the huge boulder that has crashed through the ceiling, you have to wonder, where did that boulder come from, Indy? It's the first time I've seen it.
Wasn't that great fun, you say, Indy? Well, yes, it's still fun, but it's getting confusing. And for those riding it for the first time, it's probably a disappointment. Simply bad show. Bad show on one of the best rides in the park, perhaps one of the best attractions ever built at a Disney park. One that has never dimmed in popularity. And in case you forgot, good show is the third Disney customer service key.
We hope the upcoming refurbishment, which cropped up on the calendar without much warning, starts November 14th. While the ride will be missed this holiday season, we'd rather it get taken out of service for however long it takes to properly repair the ride back to its former glory.
And when they do, we're going to be the first in line. We truly adore this attraction.
Well, that's it for us today. Let us know about your recent Indiana Jones experiences at Disneyland in the comments. And we're curious, should Disney even be running rides if they need so much repair?
We have two ways that you can support us. One, please subscribe to our channel, and the other is our new Shopify store, Magicland Media, where we sell high-quality framed Disneyland photography and stretched canvas prints. We love that you can bring a bit of both Disneyland and the Disneyland beat into your home, so please check it out.
Thanks so much, everyone.
May the light in the firehouse window always shine bright, and may your dreams always come true.
See you real soon, Mouseketeers.
The attention to detail by the Walt Disney Imagineering craftsman puts you, the adventurer, in the midst of an Indiana Jones adventure.
Walt once said something that I've taken to heart. He said, if I didn't create a believable environment, then no one would believe the magic when they get down to that point in the show.